In Watching Business Nigeria, the Nigerian stock market has positioned itself as an emerging investment hub with Africa. The recent reforms in capital market leading to demutualization of the Nigerian exchange holds attention. The exchange proudly represents the stock that Africa is made of. It is my pleasure now to bring into the program the Divisional Head, Business Support Services of the Nigerian Exchange, Irene Robinson-Ayanwale. Thank you very much for joining us this time.
Thank you very much for having me. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, so the NGX has been doing a lot lately on sustainability in the capital market, the X Academy training with GRI, the workshop with IFC. Now, what has been the moving force for all these, and what more can we expect next year?
Thank you very much. You know, the Nigerian Exchange Limited, we are very, very big on sustainability. We understand the fact that, you know, the growth of our companies, the growth of the economy, you know, both the national, regional, and global economy can only be ensured by running sustainable institutions. And that's why you see that we have focused a lot around sustainability, and we have very strong partnerships with some of the institutions you mentioned. Now, going forward, we want to do a lot more in that area. You're going to be seeing increased stakeholder engagement, both domestic and international. You're going to see us have more intensive capacity building, both on the buy and sell sides, on the retail as well as the institutional investor base. You're going to see us expand our sustainability footprint because, as you know, currently there's a larger focus around climate. And so you're going to be seeing us introduce a lot of things around climate. Also, a hot button issue around sustainability is gender. You've seen us introduce the Nigeria to Equal program, and we've seen a lot of success in that area. You're going to see a lot more of that progressing into the new year. And then finally, you're going to see a lot more innovation and product development using and leveraging technology. We're going to be introducing a lot of new technology innovations that would help with listings, issuances, you know, secondary transactions, and all of those things. So it's exciting time for the market, and we look forward to everyone being a part of this.
Yes, really exciting times for the market. Now, let's look at the 2022 NGX Made of Africa Awards, which comes up with the theme Innovation in Capital Markets, the panacea for exponential growth. What is the philosophy behind this award?
Yes, so, you know, first of all, we want to celebrate the industry, the innovation, as well as the resilience of our stakeholders within the ecosystem. You know, so this is going to be a celebration period for all of us. It's also going to be an opportunity for us to reward our capital market stakeholders for innovation and operational excellence. We also want to emphasize the importance of compliance to rules and regulation because you need that compliance to ensure you have an orderly and transparent market. And we're also going to be incentivizing our market operators to do more on innovation and technology. And, you know, I talked about sustainability. Everything we do always has a sustainability element. And so therefore, we also want to use this opportunity to drive our overall sustainability agenda by recognizing players who have already made an impact in that space. And then we will also recognize stakeholders who amplify the whole capital market agenda.
All right, so let's get into the process that identify and determine winners for the award categories. What are the process that identify and determine these winners?
Okay, so the nomination and awards are based on empirical data, which is gathered off, you know, the transactions from our market, or it's analyzed by NGX Regulation Limited, which is the regulatory entity which regulates our own market. In addition, we added another layer just to ensure transparency, and that additional layer is also to get one of the big fours to carry out, you know, verification exercise on what on the analysis that NGX regulation has done. And so it's very transparent, very empirical, very analytical.
All right, so would you say that the operators of the various listed companies are excited by these awards and that market efficiency and relationship with these awards?
Yes, you know, they are very excited for this award because, you know, this award does a lot of things. It's going to give bragging rights to a lot of these companies who are nominated and also win, because what it shows to the stakeholders, what it shows to the investing community is that they are doing things right, whether it's in the sustainability space or in the compliance space or in the or in their innovation or in the way they run their operations, or, you know, in the way in which they have brought certain transactions to the market. And so that bragging right is huge. The other thing that we hope that, and we do know that this award is going to do, is that it's going to elicit positive conduct in the market. Because as you are aware, for those companies, whether it's in the various stakeholders, because this award cuts across listed companies, trustees, registrars, lawyers, it's really everyone within that ecosystem. And so you have a situation in which companies that were not nominated or did not win will then push forward next year to say we need to do the right things, we need to push forward to ensure that we are among the nominees or indeed we win. And so it's a win-win for everyone at the end of the day.
So we have seen new patterns of trade since the outbreak of COVID-19, where online transactions are key, leveraging on technology. How does this era improve companies and market profits?
Sorry, I didn't hear your question.
Now, I was saying that we have seen new patterns of trade since the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic, where online transactions are key right now. They have been leveraging on technology. Now, how does this era improve profits, company and market profits?
Okay, that's how the online and remote trading now helps to improve profits?
Yes.
That's your question?
Yes.
Okay, yes, it's very critical because, as you know, one of the things that technology does and remote trading does is that it brings a larger investor base into your market. As we know, for example, the millennials, the Gen Zs, they prefer automation. They prefer to do things from an online perspective. So I think one of the big things that it does to ensure profitability and growth is that it brings in new players into the market. The other thing that technology and innovation does is that it also improves innovation. Because again, you need to keep on creating newer products that attract people who do this type of online trading. So it brings about more innovation, which in itself improves the market because there's now diversity and variety within the market.
Is this week
and then I would also say that it also improves competition, which is also very critical because competition itself is an engine itself for profitability.
All right, so I was going to ask you your overview of trading activities this week. What is the NGX doing to boost the trust and confidence of traders?
Well, for us at NGX, we continue to do a lot of, stakeholder engagements. We continue to speak to people on the buy and sell side. We continue to have a lot of engagements with governments as well, because, a lot of policies need to be put in place and continue to be put in place to ensure, that we see the growth that we all want to see within the market. So we are doing a lot of those things. There's also the element of capacity building as well, because you need to educate the intermediaries, you need to educate the investor base, you need to educate a lot of people. And so we are also doing that as well to ensure that we continue to see improvements in our markets.
All right. Divisional Head Business Support of the Nigerian Stock Exchange Limited, Irene Robinson-Ayanwale, thank you so much for talking to us today.
Thank you.